y'all see the end of this episode? The fight between these two, and then the very end with the tease. Oh my gosh, the next episode and the rest of the season is going to be insane. So episode 6 of Invincible season 3 released earlier today. We gotta talk about it, including my rating, which will contain spoilers, so spoiler warning, 3, 2, 1. This is an exclusive poster for episode 6, by the way. So the episode starts off with introducing us to Scott Duvall, who before he became Powerplex and why he was going after Invincible. And seeing his point of view from the Battle of Chicago and what he's lost is sad. We get a little bit of Oliver in action in this episode fighting this elephant man, aka the dummy, as in practice, sucks to be the elephant guy finding that out, and kind of similar to how Invincible was earlier. Then after the fight, all three of them eat together as Oliver can't stop thinking about his dad and talking about him, and that also Mark saying that he still loves his dad, which brings up the question, if you were in Invincible's position, knowing what your dad did to you and everyone else, would you still love him? Scott steals those silver plates to put on him so he can become more powerful, and I guess his wife is fully on board with his plan. And then later on we got Amber and her new man pulling up to the bowling alley, and we get Amber and Mark interacting, and it seems like they're both good and fully understanding, which is nice. Powerplex in public causing destruction, trying to get the attention of Invincible, but instead Shapesmith pulls up on him and kind of making funny jokes and stuff, and then he almost gets killed. Rudy makes this belt for Amanda, aka Monster Girl, so that when she transforms, she doesn't keep getting younger, so that's good. Ray tells Rex that she wants to quit, and that she does quit, and that she wants to get Rex to also quit, and then later on in the episode they also share a kiss, which we were kind of wondering when that was going to happen. Powerplex once again goes in public trying to get the attention of Invincible, but at the memorial, and instead Eve fights him, and then Eve was able to stop him, but then not long after he escaped. And then this is where it gets crazy. So Powerplex pretends to kidnap his own family to try and get Invincible's attention once again, and then he finally succeeds. Invincible himself pulls up. Mark tries to talk it out with Scott. It doesn't work, so they fight. The fight wasn't too long, and that Powerplex was electrocuting Mark a lot, but then you could tell throughout this fight that Mark was holding back. With Powerplex not controlling his powers properly, he ends up killing his own family. So Scott ends up in jail, and like usual, when the kind of bad guys are in jail, they usually end it off by saying, I'm gonna find a way to break out, and I'm gonna find you! Oh my gosh, so the episode ends with Angstrom Levy spying on Mark and Eve, and then we see that he has somehow assembled 15 different Marks! And I recognize a lot of them from the comics, and then even the one from last season, the bad one, aka Sinister Mark. Alan and Nolan together, Battle Beast, with talks about Conquest pulling up, or even maybe an appearance by Thrag, and then 15 different Marks. Oh, these next episodes are going to be insane! Episode 6 was solid, action was not bad. I think the animation style has improved a little bit in certain areas, and also the main focus of this episode being Powerplex and what he went through trying to get Invincible. And unfortunately what he went through, was sad, and you understand his motives, but I just thought he was okay overall. I give episode 6 a nice 8 out of 10. What would you rate episode 6 out of 10? And man, am I looking forward to the next episodes. Oh, poor Angstrom. You're making me feel bad, man.